There was once an old potter in a quiet, dusty village. Every morning, as the sun rose over the fields, he would sit by his wooden wheel. His hands, roughened by years of labor, pressed and shaped lumps of wet clay. Slowly, with patience and care, the clay would rise, bend, and transform into beautiful pots. People often stopped to watch him. His wheel spun rhythmically, the sound of clay shaping into life echoing in the air. But what fascinated the villagers most was not the spinning wheel. It was the sound that followed. Tock, tock, tock. The sharp sound of a wooden stick striking the freshly made pots. The villagers whispered among themselves, puzzled. "Why does he strike the pots he just created?" one muttered. "He spends so much time shaping them, and then risks breaking them with those blows," said another. "Perhaps he has gone mad with age," a few laughed. Yet the potter remained calm, his hands steady, his eyes focused. Day after day, the sound of tock, tock, tock echoed through the little street. One day, a young boy who often wandered by finally gathered his courage. He had watched silently for many days, unable to understand the strange ritual, but curiosity burned inside him. He approached the old potter and asked softly, "Master, why do you strike your pots? Don't you fear they will break?" The old man paused, his wrinkled face lighting up with a gentle smile. His hands, still wet with clay, held the fragile pot as if it were alive. "My child," he said, "when I tap them, I am not trying to break them. I am listening." "Listening?" The boy frowned. "Yes," the potter nodded. "If the pot sings with a clear, ringing sound, it means it is strong inside. But if it cracks or sounds dull under a gentle strike, it is weak. Such a pot would never survive the fire of the furnace. Better it break now than shatter later." The boy's eyes widened with wonder. "So, the hitting is not to destroy, but to test." The potter chuckled softly. "Exactly. Life too strikes us, my boy. Struggles, hardships, losses. They come like my stick. At first they hurt, and we wonder why. But they are not here to destroy us. They are here to reveal our strength." The boy fell silent. For the first time, the sound of tock, tock, tock did not seem harsh to him. It sounded like wisdom. Days passed, and the boy kept returning, watching the process more carefully than ever. He noticed how, after being tapped, the pots were placed in the furnace. The flames roared. The heat was unbearable, yet the pots sat inside, glowing red. Some cracked and collapsed, but others endured the fire bravely. When the furnace cooled, the surviving pots emerged stronger, shinier, and more beautiful than before. They were ready to carry water, to store grain, to serve families for years. The weak ones that broke, they turned into dust, forgotten in the ashes. The boy finally understood. He turned to the potter with gratitude. "Master, now I see your secret. Every struggle, every pain, every hardship, it is like your stick. Painful, but necessary. Without struggle, strength would never be revealed." The potter placed a hand on the boy's shoulder and said quietly, "Remember this always. Life will test you. Life will put you through fire. But if you endure, you will not only survive, you will shine." What struggle in your life made you stronger? Comment below. I'd love to hear your story. The boy grew up carrying those words in his heart. Whenever life struck him, when he failed, when he fell, when the world seemed unfair, he remembered the sound of the potter's stick. He remembered the furnace, and he reminded himself, "This is not here to break me. It is here to shape me." So when life strikes you, remember the potter's secret. You are being molded. You are being tested, not to break, but to shine. Not every struggle ends in weakness. Some become the strength that carries others. To watch another story like this, click on the video on the left side of your screen. Thank you, and take care.